So I think I've talked about this a little bit. I'm cutting this off back here, getting more room off. Before I look at it, the more I think of this, taking this whole tongue off, all the way back to here. Everything I'm going to do is going to stop here. I don't need 10 feet before I get to my trailer. So I'm going to slice this off right here. And then I've got this neat little kit that I'll put in place of it. Don't know who actually makes it. I got the weld together because the angles are slightly different than most trailers. So I'll have to actually trim this up, cut it down a little bit, and then I'll be able to create my just like so. With this nice heavy duty 3/8 right there, and then bolted between it. Here you go. A Kurt adjustable coupler, if you'd like to see. This thing is nice and heavy. 2 5/16 ball. I went to the 2 5/16 so that for a couple reasons. One, I might be able to add sway control to this trailer, the same as my camper, by just adding these. Plus I can use the same hitch that I use with the camper, so it's a quick, easy turnaround. But first things first, I gotta cut this mess off. Mark right next to all that. Moss. Oh, tons of moss. How much lighter duty this is than that. Now, I don't really need it to be that heavy in the trailer itself, but the reason I'm doing most of this is you get a ton of surface area, so I get a lot of weld all around this. And the hitch itself will have a ton of surface area for weld, and that's about as nice as I can possibly get it. Actually, what I'm actually going to do is make this a little short. It's quite heavy. I'll cut this so that these corners are a little on the top of the radius. So when I cut all this loose, I'll be able to weld to the bottom of that radius, put my other piece on here, and then fill it up with weld, rather than just have a butt weld. See where I've kind of got a rough mount. And I was going to get my plasma and cut that, but I'm going to cut it with a cut off real quick. Don't run the air conditioner and the grinder. Alright, so that's trimmed down where it needs to be. Let you drop right on there, right up to this edge. So I'm going to tack that on. Then I'll set this piece and I'll tack it nice and straight right here. And yes, I am using my titanium 140. You know what? pretty impressed with this welder so far. So I'll weld this on solid, grind the pieces, then put the side, or actually put the front on, tack it in place, and then tack all my sides up. Now, actually I'm looking at it right now. I think I'll weld down the sides. Alright. On a rocker ball for that knee, because it hurts a lot all the time now. A little bit of pinch. You ever had one of these? Center comes a bit loose and you sit there and spin it, and you gotta go over, you gotta go with a wrench. Pop that right off there, man. Especially these thick gloves. Lock it in place and that thing just falls off. If I hadn't stopped it, it would have came all the way off. Probably should have shut that welder off before I shut it over there. Alright, anyway. Alright. Cleaned up, get all that slag out of these things. Here, I'll show you. Flux cores aren't known to be the best looking weld, but after what I've seen on the rest of this, and this is what they look like now, just kind of a, you know, again, that good penetration. You see the line, got a good heat line, burnt in good. And as I make a couple passes over that, and then I kind of, honestly, once I get some heavier passes on it, you'll see that thing really start to look a little better. So hopefully when it's all done, it'll look a little more like a finished weld. But again, it's a flux core. They are a little dirty, they are a little jumpy. They're not quite your nice, pretty, clean MIG. And I guess I could stick it, but honestly, I don't need that extra thing. Alright. The next question is here, where I want these at. I kind of want we'll put it somewhere like right there. Just a little below, but mostly up here above it. It'll probably be right in the middle. I probably won't use this adjustment much. I'll probably put it right at the top edge of it, but I'm okay with that. Clean that up best I can. You see it's kind of took the off. I'm not a mill scale man. I won't weld through it much. Have a little bit of mill scale in my hand. That's a good start. I'll be able to come back out here, do one, maybe do one more bead down each side, clean it up real good, see if I need a second pass before we put the gussets on the outside. I'm gonna go get a bite. All right, so got a single bead holding everything together right now. Pretty solid, honestly. I could probably tow with it. Now, what I've got are these gussets. When I put those on, what I'm gonna do is get my grinder. What I'm gonna do, come on, give me just a little bit of a V down this on both of these, so that whenever I put it up here, the lines lay flat, it'll almost touch here, and then I'll burn that in. This is good and heavy, so I'm gonna be pretty aggressive with how much heat I'll put on this one. When I cut the V, I'll probably do it from here down, so the weld. All right. All right, so ground it out so I've got a little lip here and then just a little V there, not a lot. And when I put this on here, it'll allow it to lay flat without a whole lot of space down in here. But still enough, I got plenty to fill in. Yeah, that looks pretty solid right there. Whew. Man. Same thing there. Got a little bit of a knot right there on that one. Yeah, that works right there. All right. Thing is this. Now, I should be able to put this wherever I want. We'll give it a little weld down the edges here. And what the action?
All right, well, there it is.
All welded up.
And yep,
I know. Probably not as perfect as it should be. And hey, maybe if I go ahead and get my gas and start using solid core wire, the welder will be a little better. A little scared to turn it all the way up, but I'm getting good heat, getting good penetration, lots of surface area there. Shouldn't have an issue with any of this thing. So what I'm going to do right now is put a little self-etching primer on this hitch, put some black spray paint on it to kind of cover it, and then we'll put that mount on it. Now I won't solid mount that until I'm ready to hook it to the truck and know exactly where it's going to set. But guys, it's a nice little kit. I got the weld up kit, and yeah, if you look, I missed a little, slightly offset to one side. I don't think it'll hurt the way the trailer pulls or moves or anything else, but I know it's there and you can see it too, I'm sure. All right, well, give me your worst. How bad those welds look. Remember, flux core with a titanium 140. And look at that, just a little bit of black paint, kind of put it all together. So yeah, there you go, guys. All the shit welds, and I put one that I'm not real happy about right there, but the difference is I know what'll hold. These two welds, there are probably about 5 passes in each. Couple passes there, one solid pass on the external, 2 passes on the top there. So yeah, a lot of weld there, a lot of good penetration.